with the cocoa. I got it for the long, 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 long.
Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I've been up for about an hour. It's about 12 o'clock almost now. And yesterday's video was being on hypos. Again, I'm having problems today. It's still the same recurring issue because that happens, unfortunately. It just keeps running over and over. So currently my blood sugar levels are sat at 8.1 and it's 11:55. So that's actually not that bad at all considering I haven't eaten today. But overnight it went wrong because I said yesterday that it was going fine, that it was all good and that I was golden. That was wrong. That ended up going badly wrong. I went to bed at about 2 in the morning, 16 blood sugar levels. I put in 2 units of insulin to combat that. I thought that should do it. And then I woke up at 5 in the morning and I was 2.8. So again, that's another severe hypo, drawing on glycogen stores, etc., especially when I'm sleeping because I won't be eating, so we'll have to take from those stores. So then I obviously ate for that, and I don't remember how much I ate because I was knackered and it was the middle of the night. So it appears that I overate because I then woke up at 8 in the morning and I was 17.5, which is just not great at all. So again, I then had to correct that. So I put in 4.5 units, which looking back on it again was too much. But I just wasn't thinking straight again. So I need to just actually follow the advice and protocol that I know is correct and give, and then I'll be fine because I should only have put in about 3 units because shock horror, again, I go hypo, 11:18, I wake up and I'm 2.6. So then I had 50 grams of Haribos and it's slowly trending back up now. And as I said, 5 to 12, 8.1. So hopefully I'm going to have breakfast now and get the day on track because I want to go to the gym and then study, and then I've got judo later, which I should be attending. But we'll see, because if I have to study instead, that would be a shame. But the main thing is for breakfast, I'm likely to cut the dose in half, but I'll show you why I do that and explain that when I've made breakfast. So breakfast today is going to be 100 grams of Wheatos, and then we'll see how many yogurts I've got left in my fridge because it's pretty barren. Yup, on my shelf we have one raspberry yogurt left, so definitely need to go to the shops because that's not going to do for the day. Right, it's time to bolus for my breakfast. So we're just going to do a final checkup on blood sugar levels. Currently sat 13.6 with an upward going arrow. And I didn't have that many tan fastics, so that means it's responding well to the tan fastics. Because I only had 40 grams of carbs and I was at 2 and now it's shot up to that. So that means they're working relatively normally, but we know it wants to repair my stores. So whilst I said I was going to half the dose, I'm going to go for 75% of the dose that it recommends my pump this time round because of how high my blood sugar level is to start with. So I'm not going to half it. I'm going to go with 75% like I said yesterday, and we'll just see how it goes. So the carbohydrates in my breakfast are 95. So that means ignoring the blood sugars because I won't put that into the pump. I'll just take what it says here and 75% of that. So 95 carbohydrates is 11.8 units it says. So 75% of that is going to be about 8.8 units. So put in 8.8 units and we'll see how it goes. I'm planning to go to the gym about 2, so I can use the pre-workout as almost like a hypo treatment if necessary. It does have a small amount of carbohydrates in it, about a unit's worth of carbs in it, so hopefully that's fine. We will see though. So 8.8 units going in at 12:05, and then I'll have my breakfast in about 5 to 10 minutes because I am starving. Also, just to mention quickly, as I said yesterday, 80% basal has been on since about 20 past 11, so that's on for 24 hours, so we'll see how that goes. Right guys, it's 22, blood sugar is 12.9 with a straight downward facing arrow, and I've got about 3.6 units of active insulin, so I'm going to go have my pre-workout and then head to the gym. I'll update you on how that goes and if I make any adjustments to my basal rate, which may happen if it falls, but we will see, and I'll let you know how it goes. And now blood sugars are 6.2, so it's time for lunch, which is again turkey steaks, vegetables. Just works because it's low carb, so it's nice and easy after the gym. Makes managing blood sugars easier. So I'll show you what I'm doing with my insulin when I put it in, and that'll be once it's all cooked. It's now time for lunch. As we saw in the kitchen, blood sugars are 6, so what I'm going to do is unsuspend my pump so it's back on 80%, and then what I'm going to do is just not bolus for the meal because it's only 10 carbohydrates, and since it's already trending low and was very close to hypo on the way back, I'm just going to leave it for now and we'll see how it goes. It's currently 6 o'clock and blood sugars are holding about 8, so that's going well. They've just stayed stationary around 8 the entire time since dinner, which is about an hour and a half ago. It's now 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to run through what happened at the gym earlier in terms of my diabetes and what I did to combat it. So as I was walking there, my blood sugars were falling. So it was at the point where it hit 8.8 with a straight downward facing arrow that I decided I would suspend my pump. So that was at 2:15 that happened. So I suspended my pump then, and then it kept falling, so I was forced into having 25 grams of Haribos at 23. So then I started working out and it was going reasonably well. I just left my pump on suspend, and then as I left the gym, it was like throughout the session it was just holding at about 7, going down to like 6, like high 6s at the end, but that was it. It was fairly stable. And then as I left the gym and stopped exercising, it started falling rapidly. Like I could feel it as soon as I left, like 5 minutes after. It just felt awful. So I had to have 50 grams of Haribos to try and prevent another hypo, and fortunately the lowest reading on my scanner that I got was 4.6, so I think we avoided a hypo and definitely avoided a severe one, so that was good. And then obviously when I get back in, you have my reading of 6 there, so it was good. I managed to control it reasonably well. We avoided a hypo and it was at a good working blood sugar level for the entire gym session, so that was with suspending it for the majority of it. So that was fairly decent. I just thought I'd update you on that because I didn't cover it earlier. As I've just finished studying for the past hour and a half and finishing up my last tutorial work of the semester, I'm going to go into Tesco's and grab some more yogurts and any of the other food that they don't sell at my local Tesco. To stock up the fridge, which you saw there, it was really barren, so hopefully there's some good stuff on sale. Okay guys, finally finished studying. It's 10:30, so I've made myself dinner. It's southern fried chicken and chips, and blood sugar levels are 12.9 at the moment. So again, because it's still within the range of 24 hours of severe hypo, I'm going to put in 75% of the dose that it recommends. So I will put in the blood sugar levels this time, saying that it's 12.9, so I will correct that in the dose that I put in. So let me just quickly put it up. So it's 105 carbohydrates in my dinner, so it recommends a dose of 13.7 units. So take a quarter off that because we want 75%. It's going to be 3.5 off of it, so we'll put in 10 units and we'll see how it goes. So that's the day winding down. Should be, hopefully, that should be good, and then get to bed at a reasonable time and move on to tomorrow. And I can relax watching David Blade video just uploaded with my dinner, which looks very nice. Right guys, it's 1 o'clock, so time for me to go to bed. As for how insulin went at tea, the dose was not high enough, it appears, because at midnight I was 19.6 and only had 2 units active insulin left, so I had to correct an extra 3.5. So I'm now 17.1 at 1 o'clock, going down the way it appears, and I have 4.8 units of active insulin. I think the dose was too low at dinner, and I'm going to take off the basal rate, the temporary basal rate, the 80%, and put it back to normal now because it's pretty much been 24 hours and we're going to see how that goes. So hopefully it doesn't result in another severe hypo over the middle of the night, but if it does, that'll be annoying, and I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's video in the morning. So if you have any feedback, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.